Welcome to the Our Town demonstration video concerning user groups, which are used to share media that you've added to the system with other users. Now let's start with going to a marker, Wilson House Duplex, and looking at a piece of media that is already on the system. Now at the marker, recall that you can add media to the marker or edit media. And when you add media to the marker or edit an existing piece of media, you get the same input screen form, which is a one-page input form that looks like this. And as you recall, you input and complete the fields name, drop down for subject, drop down box for topics, who gets the credit for this picture, the environment, year taken, and then you get down to this private field. Is it private? Yes. Now by default, when you add a piece of media or edit a piece of media, you can default it to the private no, and it will be available for the public to view. Now if you wanted to make this private, just like it was when I came into this function, the opportunity to add a group in this drop-down box appears. Now currently the group is Don and Mary, husband and wife. Now if I wanted to add a group of our sons, Dan, Dave, and Andrew, I could select that group from the drop-down and add the group to this piece of media. Now then you see that the people that we are sharing this with, or I am sharing it with, is husband and wife and our three sons. When you select private and no group, it is only viewable by you, the user, who added the piece of media. So by default, when you add media or even edit media, the picture is public. But then you can select private, and then it's viewable only to you, the user, or you can select and expand who it's viewable by selecting a group from this drop-down menu. Now then, without changing this piece of media, I'm going to cancel the edit. Now then, let's go out and look at creating these groups. How do you create these user groups to be assigned to the media? Well, from the home page, pick My Account from the menu bar tab and go down to My User Groups. Under My User Groups, you get a list of your current user groups by name with the option to assign another user. I could assign more people to this first group, Dan, Dave, and Andrew, by selecting Assign New User, or I can view the user members who happen to be the same as the group name, user ID for Andrew, user ID for Dan, user ID for Dave. Now by default also, the user who creates a group is also in the group. Now I could remove from the group one of these members. And you may recall that earlier in one of our overview demos, we did add the new group name Demo. And let's see what users we assign to that by viewing members. It was Will Don and Brew Shar. So to share with another person, you just add them to a group and you name the group. So let's just look at the add group form, which is simply a group name. You create the group, create the group name, add the group, And here's the create the group name. Now if I view members, the only person in that group is going to be myself, user Don Will. But to add to that, I can assign a new user, and I have available to me a drop-down list of all the users on the system. And I would select the user and add the user to the group. Let's add Will Mary and save it. And now this group is the same as my Don and Mary group, but I can now view the members, and you'll see where Will Mary was added to the create group name. Okay, let's close that. Now to come later, we will be able to delete all users from the group and then delete the group name from your list. But right now, once you create a group, it's permanently in the group list for my user groups, but you can remove members all the way down to yourself or assign new members. So, and you can also change the name of the group. So right now I have 7 groups. I could go in and add and delete users from these groups, but right now you just can't delete a group, but that will come later. Okay, user groups. They're used to share media.